story is called The Candle at Midnight, sent in by our friends Lenny and Cleo, age 7 and 4, from Brighton, England. Once, in the south of Scotland, there lived 3 girls called Daisy, Sophia, and Clara. One night, they decided to go out in the forest. At around midnight, they lost their way. The trees had grown thick and tangled, their branches weaving together like a ceiling that swallowed the moonlight. The path beneath their feet seemed to twist and vanish the more they walked. Then, Sophia gulped and shouted at the top of her lungs, "Look!" She was pointing to a house. It stood crooked among the trees, shattered and worn. Its windows cracked like broken teeth. The door hung slightly open, rocking back and forth with a slow, tired creak. Though there was no wind, the girls crept up to it and rang the bell. The sound echoed strangely, as if the house itself was hollow. The door suddenly creaked open wider. They were just about to step inside when they noticed a small woman standing in the darkness. Her head was lowered at first, her face hidden. Then, slowly, she lifted it. Her eyes were wide and pale, but her smile was gentle. "What can I do for you?" she asked in a soft, kind voice. The girls hesitated, then Daisy spoke. "We would like a place to stay for the night." The woman nodded. "You can stay," she said, "but there is a candle in your room, and you must make sure that it doesn't blow out." Her smile stretched just a little wider. The girls agreed, though a strange feeling crept over them, like cold fingers brushing them on the backs of their necks. The woman guided them down a narrow hallway that seemed longer than it should have been. The walls were lined with faded pictures, portraits of people with stiff smiles and shadowed eyes that almost seemed to follow them as they passed. Finally, she opened a door. Inside their room were 3 beds neatly made, and on a small wooden table in the center sat a single candle. Its flame flickered softly, casting long, trembling shadows across the walls. "Remember," the woman said, her voice just above a whisper, "don't let it go out." Then she closed the door. Click. The girls climbed into their beds, pulling up the blankets tight. The house made quiet noises around them, soft creaks, distant taps, like it was settling or breathing. They scarcely slept. Hours passed. At some point, a window slowly creaked open. A thin, icy breeze slipped into the room. The candle flame danced wildly, and then it went out. Darkness swallowed everything. Sophia's eyes snapped open. For a moment, there was silence. Then came this sound. Scratch, scratch, scratch. It came from inside the walls. Sophia sat up, her heart pounding. "Daisy?" she whispered. No answer. Scratch, scratch, scratch. The sound grew louder, dragging along the wood like something with long, sharp nails trying to claw its way through. Then she saw it. A shadow streaked across the floor, not cast by anything, just moving on its own. Sophia gasped. Suddenly, screaming erupted from the 2 beds beside her. "Something's under my bed," Clara cried. "No, it's on mine," Daisy shouted. Then came a deep, heavy thump from beneath Sophia's bed. The entire mattress jolted. Another thump, closer. Something was down there, something big. The scratching stopped, and for one long, terrible second, everything went completely still. Then, a hand shot out from underneath the bed, long, thin, and pale, with fingers that bent the wrong way. Sophia screamed and scrambled back as the thing pulled itself out. It wasn't quite a monster and not quite human. Its body was twisted and hunched, its limbs too long, its skin stretched tight like it didn't quite fit. But its face? It was smiling. A wide, frozen smile. The same smile as the woman's downstairs. "You let it go out," it whispered. Its voice sounded dry like leaves being crushed. The girls bolted for the door. They flung it open and ran down the hallway, their footsteps pounding as the thing scrambled after them, its limbs slapping against the floor in a sickening rhythm. "Light! We need light!" Sophia shouted. The front door burst into view. They lunged for it and threw it open, and they spilled out into the cold night air. The forest was still there. The path had returned. Behind them, the house stood silent, no movement, no sound. The door slowly creaked shut on its own. The girls didn't stop running until the trees became thin and the first gray light of morning crept over the hills. Only then did they dare look back. The house was gone, as if it had never been there at all. They never spoke about that night again, but sometimes, when the wind slips through an open window and a room goes suddenly dark, Sophia swears she can hear it. Scratch, 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 and a soft voice whispering from somewhere close, "Don't let it go out."
For more content and buy your book by searching Scary Stories for Creepy Kids on Amazon. Also send us your own scary stories and we might include it on a future episode. Email us at scarystoriesforcreepykids@gmail.com. Peace out. Bye!
Sorry, it's yawn. Though there was no wind, the girls crept up to it and rang the bell. The sound echoed strangely, as if the house itself was hollow. The door suddenly creaked open wider. The front door burst into view. They lunged for it and threw it open, and they spilled out into the cold night air.